Let's dance phonics dance style. It's time for the hunks and chunks. Are you ready? S-H, S-H, C-H, C-H, cha-cha-cha-cha-cha, buck, cha-cha-cha-cha-cha, buck. This is a thorn and that is a thistle. T-H, T-H, O-O-ooh, O-O-ooh. I love school. You love fruit? I do too. You, I, ooh. Put your hands in the air. Happy New Year. Make your resolution. E-W, ooh, ooh. That's at the end of a root word, and don't you forget it. The Bully Brothers. O, 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 O. Look out for Captain Hook. I-C-E, I-C-E, ice, ice. I-C-E, I-C-E, ice, ice. A-C-E, A-C-E, ace, ace. I'm so good. Did you brag about it? You were an ace. I-N-G, ing, ing, ing. I-N-G, ing, ing, ing. Were you on a spring as you were bouncing around? I want you to kick a ball. A-L-L, A-L-L, all, kick that ball. Now let's spike it like a volleyball player. A-L-L, A-L-L, all, spike that ball. Car, car. C-A-R, you stick your arm in a jar of stars. A-R, R-R-R, A-R, R-R-R. I liked your pirate patch. O-R, or, O-R, or. I want more fish. Bite his head off that fork. O-W, ow. There's a cow going down, D-O-W-N. That's the way to get down. Oh, yeah. O-U, ow. O-U-T, O-U-T, get out of here, you bumblebee. O-U-T, out, out, out. O-U-T, out, out, out. You take a scaredy cat E, you take a scaredy cat A. You put them together and what do they say? E! But when you see the double E, you say E, E. It's a bumblebee party. When you see the double E, you say E, E. It's a bumblebee party. Party dance. E, 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 E. Rain, rain, you're a pain. A, I, A. Show me your muscles for that long, strong A. E-I-G-H, are you ready? The superhero of all the hunks and chunks. E-I-G-H, A. E-I-G-H, A. At the end of a root word, A-Y, A. Hey, do you want to play? Swish, score, hooray. O said to A, oh, I love you. And A said, absolutely nothing. So when you see O and A, what do you say? Oh, O-W, ow and O. O-W, let it snow. When you see E-D at the end of a root word, say ed, d, or t. When you see E-D at the end of a root word, say ed, d, or t. O-I, oi, O-I, oi, in the middle of a word. Blink, but it's O-Y, oi, show me your boy muscles. O-Y, boy, at the end of a word. I-R-R, point to the girls. I-R-R, and you are in the middle of a word. Did you just hang 10 as you surfed on a wave? Let's sing our Hawaii Five-O song. Da 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 da. But it's E-R-R at the end of a word. E-R-R at the end of a word. Show me your paws with your claws. A-W, aw. Who's on your automobile ride? Let's invite two people. A-U-R, A-U-R, R, 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 beep, beep. A-U-R, A-U-R, R, 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 beep, beep. What did you just buy? Show me. O-U-G-H-T, odd. Hold your shopping bag up. Look what I bought. A-U-G-H-T, let's man a white girl. Odd. Boys say daughters. Girls say, that's me. Get that potion that gives us the funky hunk and chunk motion. Pop its cork off. Pop. Shun, 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 shun. T-I-O-N. Shun, 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 shun. T-I-O-N. Shun, 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 shun. Do you want to live in a mansion? Of course you do. S-I-O-N. Shun, 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 shun. I want to live in a mansion. S-I-O-N. Shun, 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 shun. I want to live in a mansion. Let's pull a giant 1,000,000-pound onion out of the ground. I-O-N, I-O-N, yun. Yun, lift it up. It's a 1,000,000-pound onion. Take a bite. And blow bad breath into your teacher. Ready? Shh. Don't you wake that W next to the R. Shh. Don't you wake that W next to the R. What's it say? When you see K-N, you don't say the K, you say N. When you see K-N, you don't say the K, you say N. When you see P-H, you don't say P-H, you say F. When you see P-H, you don't say P-H, you say F. I-N-K, I-N-K, ink, ink, ink. I don't drink pink ink. I-N-K, I-N-K, ink, ink, ink. I don't drink pink ink. A-N-K, A-N-K, egg, egg, egg. I'm going down a tank. I-G-H, I-G-H, I-I-I. Don't forget the T. Pull your light cord. Ite, ite, ite. I-G-H, I-G-H, I-I-I. Don't forget the T. Ite, ite, ite. W-H, W-H, wah, wah, wah. It's a question word. Who, what, when, where, why, and which. T-U-R-E, that creature has nice features. D-G-E, what's that you say? Why have 3 letters to just say J? Thanks for phonics dancing. I hope you love the hunks and chunks like I do. Let's do it again tomorrow.
Hello, Tigers, and welcome to Tuesday, 6 April 2021. Thank you for phonics dancing with me. I hope you're beginning to recognize those hunks and chunks. Phonics dancing with me. I hope you're beginning to recognize those. Hello, Tigers, and welcome to Tuesday, 6 April 2021. Thank you for phonics dancing with me. I hope you're beginning to recognize those hunks and chunks when you come to unfamiliar words. And as you blend to write, remember, we are just blending to write the sounds we hear in each syllable or in each hunk and chunk. All right? So we're going to talk about that today. We're going to practice that today. For today's lesson, you are going to need your Foundations notebook, your writing tool, a growth mindset, and we are going to sit in the writing position. All right? So let's get started. Are you ready? So just a quick reminder about your stories in Ed Your Friend in Learning. Fizz needs a new shell. What is her plan for getting one? Remember, we learned in science that animals like Fizz have an exoskeleton that they have to shed when they grow, and then it makes them vulnerable to prey. So I wonder what her plan is to get a new shell. Right now in Foundations, We will review some words and skills so we can reread A Shell for Fizz to identify the steps in Fizz's plan to get a new shell. So for today's high frequency word practice, we have a game of Go Fish. We are not going to play Go Fish right now. You, my friends, are going to play Go Fish with your partners in small group. All right? So you will have a shared PowerPoint just like this one, and you will play Go Fish. Remember, in the notes section, there's always the instructions for the game. But I think you know how to play Go Fish, right? Also, I want to mention, since we're talking about games, the game development team is making a game similar to Go Fish, but it's called Crazy Eights. Well, it's similar to Crazy Eights, but it's Crazy Longs. And I'll give you a clue. It has something to do with spring training camp. Maybe something to do with those long vowels. I look forward to them completing that game so we can play it. All right, let's get on with practicing our skills so you can do really well in this game with your partners. So, together today we are going to play with sounds and words. We've learned how to segment or break apart longer words into their parts or syllables and count the syllables. For this activity, you will listen to the words I say, break them into syllables, and count the syllables. Each tile on the screen stands for a syllable in a word. When you break a word into syllables, I will mark a box for every syllable you tell me. All right? I'll do the first one. Listen. The word is disagree. I disagree that this is hard. The syllables in disagree are disagree. Disagree. So I'm going to mark on the screen a box for every syllable or word part that I told you. Disagree. All right? So now we're going to do one together. Excuse me. The word is, let me erase these. And I'm going to keep saying it. When you're blending to write, and you're going to blend to write today, you blend to write each syllable. Of course, you put it together as a word, but you blend to write each syllable. So if I was to blend to write disagree, I would write disagree. And notice when I say write, I'm making the sounds in those syllables because my brain is automatically going to know what to do. Isn't that true, Mateo? He did some excellent work yesterday with us. So right now we're not writing, we're just talking and thinking. But when you do blend to write, you use the same strategy, okay? The next word is mismatch. Say the word, say the whole word. Mismatch. Now clap your hands and say the syllables. Mismatch. Tell me the syllables. Mismatch. 2 syllables. Good job. You ready for the next one? Let me move my marks. I'm just going to give you the word. You're going to tell me the word parts. The word is unable. I am unable to give you the answer. Unable. Tell me the word parts. I heard you say a, and bull. Unable. That would make it pretty easy to write. Bull. B-L-E. Bull. Remember last week we studied those L-E endings, right? You ready for the next one? The word is dishonest. Say the word dishonest. Tell me the syllables you hear in dishonest. I heard you say dis on est. Dishonest. All right, you ready for the next one? The word is, remember to repeat the word, please. Reapply. What's the word? Reapply. Now tell me the word parts you hear in reapply. I hear somebody say reapply. I agree. Re is the prefix at the beginning. It means to do again. But let's look at the root word, apply. How many syllables in apply? Say apply. Apply. 2 syllables. So in this word, it is reapply. 3 syllables. Okay, the last one. The word is removable. Tell me the word, removable. Now tell me the word parts in, I saw you clap it out. I agree. But tell me what the parts are. Tell me what those 4 parts are in removable. First part. Four parts. There's re, move, bull. And if I put these word parts together, it's removable. Removable. That was a long word. But look at those little tiny hunks and chunks. You can spell move, bull. I think you can do this if you practice blending to write. I think so. That's why knowing the syllables or word parts is important. Remember that a prefix is a syllable or word part added to the beginning of a word to modify or change the meaning of the root word. This is prefix miss, spelled M-I-S. The prefix miss adds the meaning bad, badly, or wrong, wrongly to a word. All right? So let's look at some examples of that, of words using prefix miss. So we are going to use our blend to read strategy. I know we're talking about this prefix, miss, so I don't need to blend to read that word. I know what that is, miss. And it's only a prefix if the rest of the word is a root word, a word by itself. Does the rest of this word have a word by itself? Look for the hunks and chunks. You ready to blend? I'm not going to mark it. You should automatically be programmed. The only thing you're thinking about is this. All right. The prefix is miss, and the root word is, I heard nam, and then you hit to this E, and what's that automatically going to make you do? Go back and flex that vowel to the long sound. And this root word is name. All right? So if we put miss with name, the word is misname. So if I call you the wrong name, which I do all the time to everybody, I am misnaming you. I am wrongly naming you. So do you see how the prefix miss modified the base word name? I'm still talking about your name. I just gave you the wrong name. Let's look at another one. What do we do first? Automatically find the hunks and chunks. That is indeed prefix miss if the rest of the word is a word by itself. All right? You think you got the sounds to blend? At this point, we really don't even need to talk about it, do we? All right. Remember TCH? Ch. Okay, let's blend. First one, miss. I'm hearing ma, ma, ma. I want to hear match. So the root word is match. Match is a word. A tennis match. So the word, when we put the prefix on the front of it, it is mismatch. So if I'm wearing different color socks, which I do all the time, you can say my socks are mismatch. They're wrongly matched. They don't go together, do they? Well, they could go together because why not? They're just not the same. They don't match. So they're mismatched. All right? You got the hang of it? So now we are going to look at a word and you are going to blend to write that word. All right? And then we're going to read it. Whew, we haven't used this in a while, have we? Except in our phonics dance. All right? You see the word? Do you think you know where you hunk and chunk it? Do you see a prefix? That's one chunk. Do you see a root word? That's another hunk if it's just one syllable. So this is what I want you to do. Pick up your pencil, blend to write this word, and this is your evidence for today. Number one, make the sounds. Blend as you're writing this word. Miswrite. Miswrite. So you should have, are the syllables. Miss is actually a prefix. And write. W-R, W-R. What's it say so quietly? I forgot what it was, but it's and then ite, right? And the word is miswrite. So if I miswrote or miswrite, it means I'm writing something wrong. And I did miswrite. My W, it looks like part of the R. So if I'm writing a cursive W, I need to complete it before I connect it. So I did miswrite my letters. All right, so look at your paper. What word do you have? Miswrite. The base word is right. Go ahead and underline just that base word, or the word that's left when we take the prefix off. Because I need to know that to know what meaning it modified. All right? Let's look at the next one. We are going to do number one. I'm not even going to do anything. I want you to blend to write that word and then read it. All right? This is number two. Do you look at it? Do you see hunks and chunks? Think you got it? Go ahead and blend to write it. So when I say blend to write it right, you're making the sound that you think it is because of the spellings. Miss you. Miscue. Blend as you're writing. Blend to write. Blend as you're writing. All right? We're not going to do all of these. We're going to do one more. And I think we're going to do this one because I want to see if you'll make a mistake that I'm predicting. All right, the word I put a box on. Pick up your writing tool. I'm not going to say the word. I want you to look at the word. And I want you to blend the syllables you see. Remember what prefix we're working on. It doesn't mean all the S's. All right, you see what I think you're going to do? Go ahead. I want to hear you blend to read. Go. Blend to write. I'm sorry. Blend to write that word. Miss. and underline the root word. We forgot to do it on the last one. So, who can unmute your microphone and tell me what is the root word or the base word of that word? What is the base word? If we take the prefix off, what word is left? Did I hear somebody say pent? If you said pent, then I predicted correctly. I predicted that you would put both of those S's in the prefix. What was that? Spent? I don't know. Let's see. Someone thinks it's pent and someone thinks it's spent. We'll see. So the suffix is MIS. So that means the rest of this goes with the base word. Do you see that blend? So let's read the base word. Spent. Spent. So remember, prefix miss is MIS. And then that S goes with this blend right here, SP. Sp. And then we know this ent. Spent. Misspent. If I waste all my money, I misspent my money. I spent it badly or wrongly, right? I misspent. And so there's some examples of some more words that use the suffix mis. We're just going to practice a couple of them. So now we are ready to reread A Shell for Fizz to identify the steps in Fizz's plan to find a new shell. I will meet with small groups to get you started on your Go Fish game. All right? You'll notice, as I promised, our foundations lessons are getting shorter because now we have these skills. We're going to quick practice them, and then we're going to jump right into reading. So you need to jump right into your fluency journal. If you are not done with your cursive writing lessons, that's still a thing for some of us. You need to do your cursive writing lesson. If you are done with your cursive writing lesson and you're writing a story, you can do W Adventures for writing. If you're not writing a story right now or you're ready to take a break from writing, you're going to jump into Night Zookeeper. All right? But fluency first. Foundations, fluency first. We just did foundations. Fluency. Everybody. Fluency passage. Everybody. These skills we learned, you might find these words in your fluency passage. I guarantee you're going to find the A sound in your fluency passage. And remember, your goal is to bring as many long A words to your team on Friday as you can. So if you find some in your fluency passage as you're reading them, make sure you highlight it and add it to your word sort, because then you can check that in with your team. All right? All words count. Wait! Before you go, I forgot my favorite part of the day. We wrote 3 words together. I want you to hold up your papers proudly and show off your 3 words. All right? Let's read them together. Everyone's holding up your paper. I should see you. Everybody, go ahead and unmute your microphone. It's okay if the meeting gets haywire right now. It's almost over. Go ahead and hold up your, unmute your microphones. Don't mute me. On the count of 3, we are going to read them. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Blend to read your words. Go. I'm listening. All right. Here's the challenge. Now I want you to just read the base word. So we're going to take off miss, cover up the prefix, and just say the word. So the first one is going to be right. And go ahead with the other 2. Tell me number 2 and number 3, the base words. You should have underlined them when we were doing it. All right? Right. Right, Q, and spent. And we added prefix miss to all three of those base words, didn't we? To change or modify the meaning just a little bit. All right, so reminders, quick reminders, all right? Because I promised you we'd be out of here soon. So, spring training camp. In the class, I saw everybody, including Mateo, on that A team. And they were sorting and they were singing that song that they have a song for their story this week. So, well, yesterday. Today, you are going to reread your story, read a new story, and do word hunt. All right? Remember to hunt for words with the keyword sound A in other things you read. All right? In science today, look for long A in ReadWorks. ReadWorks Science, remember, you're going to have a chance to design your animal in Night Zookeeper in science again, but you must finish that assignment in ReadWorks and get a passing grade. So I'll be monitoring and so will you. Okay? Class managers call. I need to meet with you guys, so please let me know when you guys can meet. We have to get some things organized. Other than that, no art or library today, so you should have some time to get everything done. Remember, fluency first. Turn in your evidence. Get started on that fluency. And then you're going to make your writing choice. The choice is either do your cursive writing, because you made a choice not to finish it yet, or Night Zookeeper or writing adventure. All right? I look forward to reading your stories either way. All right? So, toodaloo, tigers, you do know what to do.